Tommy, start the truck.
Real daggering tune. 1, 2, dagger, 3, 4, dagger, 4, 5, dagger. Another worldwide. Saint Martin, Saint Lucia, Grenada, Dominica, Wadada, Madinina, Trinidad. Let me see you rock them in the air. Swing it round like you want fly away. 1, 2, dagger, 3, 4, dagger, 6, dagger, 7.
Oh, yo, hey, let's go, boy. Hey.
Kalala.
That's crazy.
Toxico. Start.
Voilà. Dans le prochain. Let's like everything
I know.
Hey, let me go to air. Anyway, let me go. Bonsoir à tout le monde. Bonsoir, bonsoir. Spécialement, before I go to fire, you see, I don't know my malady. Good night to Sparrow. My father. Bonsoir à tout le monde. J'espère que tout le monde va bien. Aujourd'hui, on est jeudi 1er février. 1er février qui veut dire just now people gonna start to buy basket flowers for the 14th of February. But don't forget how we put it. I could offer man flowers this year. Basket, you know. Just now you're gonna have baskets. So I try to turn the thing so we could get things. Not always we gotta buy this, we gotta buy that. I love perfume. Whoever listens to us.
You love perfume?
Yeah.
Perfume, what for perfume?
Parfum, I know good. Le parfum. You know, le franglais. So, bonsoir à tout le monde. Gérald est là avec vous ce soir. Vous savez, on va parler de santé parce que c'est la nouvelle année. On a fait le mois de décembre, janvier. On a bien mangé, on n'a pas suivi notre ligne. Peut-être qu'il y en a qui vont vouloir faire des détox. Peut-être qu'il y en a qui ont fait de bons raisonnements sur leur corps. Donc, ce soir, j'ai une grande dame avec moi. Une grande dame, quand je vais tourner la caméra, pour ceux qui ont vu les flyers et tout ça, parce que all of us doing flyers now, that's good. We radio update. We're on the island, the French side of that. That's I don't care about. We're doing post now, we say who we are. That's good. We're evaluating, that's good. So, yes, we have a big lady in the house with me tonight. And I had to take three trains to go look for you. 3 trains pour aller la chercher. Donc, elle est là. On va faire une émission de 1 heure. On va parler de la santé, le bien-être, tout ce que vous avez autour de chez vous pour votre bien-être. Et spécialement, après les fêtes, on a bien mangé pour avoir de retard, une full belly, maybe we want clean, maybe the pressure too high, maybe diabetic, all kind of thing. So tonight we're going to talk about it. So tonight I have Mrs. Natasha Lake in the house with me. And no stranger to the Natin people. On attend, for those who don't know, pour ceux qui la connaissent pas, mais je pense que vous l'avez déjà vu, à Saint-Martin, tout le monde connaît Natasha. Donc, ce soir, elle représente son centre de bien-être. Qui dit bien-être, elle va nous dire qu'est-ce qu'elle fait exactement. Et elle est naturopathe. Je n'ai pas emmené juste Natasha pour parler à la radio. Elle est naturopathe. Donc, pour les franglais, vous savez c'est quoi un naturopathe. Mais elle va nous expliquer c'est quoi un naturopathe, qu'est-ce qu'elle fait de sa journée de naturopathe et où elle se trouve. Et on va essayer de mettre des petites questions pièges. Voilà. Madame Lek, le micro est à vous.
Ah, bonsoir, Gérald.
Comment vas-tu?
Bonsoir aux auditeurs. Moi, ça va bien. I am well. Good, thanks. I am blessed.
We can see that. So that's why I'm trying to zoom in the camera. That's why I'm trying to zoom the camera. Zoom the camera so they could see you're good. So, Natasha, you naturopath. I don't use more phone because I don't use more phone in Sodio. And I believe we're going to have additional people on before we get 15. We're going to do the phone. So, Natasha, you are naturopath.
Yes, so for those of you that have been to interview before, or for those of you that heard me on different on radio, so yes, I'm a naturopath. PE, I like to say, because although I did my formation in French system, they call it naturopath, I like to add the word in back PE because I just try my best to use our local plants.
Okay.
You know, so makes it easier for my local people. And I mean, we live on an island where we have an abundance of medicinal plants, despite what people may think and not have an abundance. So naturopath PE. So what is a naturopath? Naturopathic practitioner is basically someone that helps you find balance. Okay. So you find back your health, but on a holistic level. So you have mind, body, and soul, all are linked. You cannot treat one without the other. So that is basically what we do, help the person find balance. Big word they use in France, homeostasis. Okay. And so natural, of course, natural methods. Naturopathy have a number of disciplines, about 10 main ones. Now, I can tell you that it's something that every month you learn something new, especially when you are very interested in what you do. You continuously learn. You learn new techniques, new all kinds of things, and you know Chinese medicine, Indian medicine, and African medicine. Yeah. So vast, you cannot learn everything. You are constantly, and when you thirsty for it, we tell you it never stops. So the main disciplines is, of course, psychology, something that I had never liked, but I was obliged to do. Nutrition, which is the fundamentals, you are what you eat. And there is a lot of diseases that I would say you need to, it's just a change on your diet. Donc, rééquilibrage alimentaire, somebody could come in by you dragon, you put them to eat healthy, and they dance in 2 days. Okay. It's because of that, right? So, nutrition is a very, very big part of it. Then you have la phytotherapie, bien sûr, all about the plants, massage, tout ce qui est technique, les techniques manuelles, la réflexologie, tout ce qui est énergétique et vibratoire, et l'hydrothérapie, bien sûr.
Okay. So, at what time you see this and I need to go by a naturopath? Because you know, we Caribbean people, when they come back and we have to eat healthy, we eating healthy, you know, you feed it with veggies, you got rice, and now they tell you at what time you say, okay, maybe because you're sick or you start to see maybe you start to see double or something, to see, you're going to say a naturopath. At what time you somebody say, listen, I need to go see a naturopath.
So naturopathy is alternative medicine. It's something that is not allopathy. So when you go by the doctor will say, oh, my finger hurting me. He's gonna give you a salve, he's gonna give you 2 pills, drink that, go boom, rub that, and you're going to do it, right? Yeah. But the naturopathy say, trouver quelle cause. What's the cause of the problem? What's the root cause of the issue? That is what naturopathy is. So we go really deep. I have a lot of my clients when I doing the bilan de vitalité, which is like a consultation for a naturopath, but we do not say consultation because we are not doctors. So we do a bilan de vitalité. It's something that could last up to 2 hours. And it's question on question. And it'll be like, no, my doctor never asked me all of this. Like, no, because your doctor don't have the time that I have. Okay. And he's not looking for the cause of the problem. He's just fixing. Quick fix, right? So that is the interesting part of it. And we are not only in healing, from guérison. We are a lot in prevention, and teaching. Very, very important for us. Because if you come to me, I would say in the next 3 months, if I ask you something, you should be able to answer. Because I get to teach you to take care of yourself. Okay. You cannot be dependent on me. No, that is not my goal. That is not my goal. I have to teach you to be able to take care of yourself. You come to me when okay, you have this issue, or maybe you don't have an issue, you just want to eat healthier, you come for guidance. You come for information. I don't work against what doctors say. I work on parallel with them. I work with the doctor. A lot of my clients are saying, who's your doctor? I have his number. Okay, no problem. I'll give a little call. You know that we will work together, be patient, and we're going to see how we're going to do this. A lot of doctors will be like, they ain't interested in that. And others just be like, I have some doctors that has worked like really, really, really well with. Just call me like, I have this person I want you to see. You just give them my number, they come. And we just work with them. And those are doctors that conscious enough and honest enough with themselves. When the person go to them, they have, for example, let's say 6 hemoglobin PK. You want to put a person on diabetes medicine for that? No, they have to eat better and exercise and do a number of things. And they're going to go down. You don't have to put people on medicine for that. Some of them, they'll be just saying, you take that, drink that, go home and drink that, and they're done with it. And some doctors know, like, hey, this just need a little way to crash. I ain't got time for it, but I know somebody who could go down. And those are the doctors that I appreciate working with because, yes, they know that it can't just depend on medicine, right?
So,
have natural methods.
The first question I have to ask you is, at what time that natural, that we know, I know for those who know you back, we know Natasha, when it comes to local things, she in it. But at what time you decide, listen, this is a food I need to touch?
Okay, so I was predisposed to it from a child.
Okay.
I raised up around it. So I had both grandmothers, one that I knew, one that I didn't, that were already in these things. My grandmother had a beautiful garden, and she had all kind of plants in there. She had know everything about her plants. And then I had my great grandmother, and then I had the neighbor. I learned about the moon from him. Because he used to go fishing and he used to teach me so much things about the moon and what this means and what I mean when you do this. And my grandmother as well. She didn't do nothing without checking her almanac. So so now when people hear me, like sometimes I would tell them, I just only detox with the moon, or I just only do worm treatment with the moon. They'll be like, what's she doing again? And no.
I laughed because it was full moon. Like I tell people, I don't plant on in full moon. I meet the other guy, say, listen, you have to come days. I said, listen, I'm not talking no days. I said, it's a full moon, I go plant my thing. Is that to do every full moon I plant. Whatever I have to, I plant it full moon. And what you saying here, like the elders know things, like you're like, what are you talking about? Like
the elders have such a vast knowledge of things. And I today I just ask myself, oh, they have to do that. Who tell them that? And they had their own way of explaining it. A lot of them used to be like, they will tell you something, just do it to good for you. Yeah. They had an explanation, they just knew it was that way. I had a few like that. No, I travel a lot. I do not travel to a country without visiting a herbal shop, without visiting a place that I can learn something. I don't just travel for travel's sake or just to gather and you know, I like to learn. So every Caribbean island, and I like to travel to Caribbean island because you just learn different things. One plant got 1,000,001 names and 1,000,001 usage. I just enjoy that. And I also to see how far back we are as a people here in St. Martin. We just leave our culture and our way. Oh, other countries, other islands, and I would say the whole on tight to it. We have a lot of work now to try and come back. And that is what I just do with my clients. I don't have time for myself, so I can't do it on a bigger scale. But I just put it there when I got my clients with me. Hey, this is how you do it, and this is what it's for, and this and this and this, so they can understand it, so they can teach somebody else, and that's how it works for me.
So we know we deal with a lot of coaching. Do you like have you're a doctor, but do you have them books? If you crazy like me, you have books with a lot of hands.
Let me tell you something. I told you a while ago, I don't watch TV. I don't like to be in front of screens. For sure, you're going to find a pile of books in my bed. For sure, you're going to find where I just sit to have my breakfast, you're going to find a pile of books there too. I am constantly reading and learning and enriching myself because I have to. You just sit there and you get mildew on yourself, that's it. You have to continuously be in a learning path.
Because
never learn too much.
Sometimes we learn something after we forget we doing something, we don't treat the mind like new things, you know. Because what you say, you have bush like a bush we can call this name locally when you go in this country, and then it's something, but it's the same thing they do. It's something
And
we
not
have.
only that, every single plant have a scientific name.
Mm.
Every single plant. For example, Granada feuille, Philanthus amarus. When somebody come tell you, I'm looking for Philanthus amarus, you know what they talking about. But they will tell you after Granada feuille, seed under the leaf.
There you go.
Yes.
You know?
And then you have the Spanish names,
Mhm.
you have the Haitian names,
Mhm.
all of that. So, but on only that you don't go and tell them all of that. They ask you for the non-scientific et après on a.
Okay. So you gotta.
You have to know the scientific.
Okay.
Have.
So today, how you work with? It's only you work only with bush or natural,
No.
natural things. So like tomorrow somebody come and they say they have pressure.
Mm.
Blood pressure. Do you tell this person if they have medication from the doctor? What bush? How you do receive the person?
So if the person on treatment, of course, I would have to pay keen attention to that because there are certain plants that can cancel the effects of medicine,
Okay.
or can make it, or can potentiate it,
Mhm.
or make it that you, for example, if you on a pressure treatment,
Mhm.
you have a beta glucose.
Mhm.
If you take too much prayer and ginger, which ginger is good for pressure, but if you are on a treatment from your doctor, you have a beta glucose, it's gonna give you arrhythmia.
Yeah.
The ginger will cause you to get arrhythmia. Not that the ginger ain't good for you or the ginger ain't good for pressure. It's just that those two things don't go together. So that's something that I have to pay keen attention to. That's why I feel like I want more in your business now, but I need to know everything before I say anything. Because I don't want to get in trouble and I don't want to make you feel worse. So it is very important while I doing the vitality, I have to on any treatment, why this and why that, and just put all the dots together. And instead of just going like à la va-vite and making things worse.
So do you believe because for those who don't know, they are grassroots drinkers. So how do you point all what you need as bush, or you got your little garden with all okay, not all what you need, but the fast thing you might need every day, maybe to kill somebody, to try to help somebody.
So I have les plantes de premier secours.
Everybody.
Donc j'ai les plantes de premier secours.
Okay.
Donc les plantes qu'on va utiliser pour les trucs like, for example, a person questions on a boy, I'm going to going wall. Same way I have I love. So I have few of those, and a lot of fruit trees also have their therapeutic benefits. So like cortisol, good for a number of things, guayaba, good for a number of things. So I have those. I have a lot of plants that I brought back from Guatemala.
Okay.
Some of them didn't make it because of the climate here.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, let me tell you something. A little joke, eh?
Yeah.
I went to Guadeloupe for one of my formations. And coming back, I come back with my suitcase full of plants and my clothes and a cabin.
Yeah, you want
So the plant had to be secure in
Uh-huh.
my hard shell
and the
suitcase.
okay.
I don't care. There was enough cabin. I don't care. But my plants come back safe. That time I think I come back with 21 different saplings. And more than half of them survived. I be showing you them.
No, because you see what you're doing, I don't do it. I didn't have me to go and say, okay, I get a piece. I put 10 people with it, put it in my bag, I come back, I plant it. And some people say, yeah, look at that old person there, that's the reason. When you see I got a headache, I got a cold, whatever I have, I go there.
Why you just call those kind of gardens? They call it in Guadeloupe jardin créole. So a jardin créole never look good. But it's wonderful. Everything you need, que ce soit les plantes de premier secours ou bien les plantes the more exotic ones where you don't find them very often. But you have to have them.
Yeah, because something is only for we, okay, we leave them in the backyard, but we have other islands using them things to like commercial.
Yes.
I see
Yes.
commercial, they have this guy, you dry them. Hey, listen, I there went watch St. George bushes.
St. John's
Bush.
Bush.
So I went and like, I said that look like something I'll have on my I didn't have the flow yet. So I
Mhm.
think I have this thing in my yard now. And when you see the little bag, how much he's selling it,
Ah.
I was like, listen, let me go watch if I could put peace.
I know who have a bag of grenade for joy grenade for all of $20. Huh?
Yeah.
Ah ouais. Ah
Okay.
ouais. Those they understand
Mhm.
that people are returning to their ancestral medicine and they do what they have to do. They don't wait till others come.
Listen, we have things we watching, we don't, you say, that old bush, but it could put something. We have bush you watch it, it's like, that's just a flower. And when you maybe the doctor can give some medication, the new scientific, et là, but we don't know.
And a lot of medicines they use from plants. Huh? The molecules that they make them, they extract them from plants. So
So you as naturopath, do every time you use plant or you have to talk to the person because you know.
oh yeah, yeah, there's a lot of teaching. Huh? They have to unlearn what they thought was good,
Okay.
and then you have to instill a new one, the good information. Then you have to teach them. So not every time I go into the plants.
Okay.
Et après c'est pas que des plantes. Il y a l'aromathérapie, il y a autre chose. Sometimes I use a lot of plants, I do admit, but I use other techniques.
So when somebody comes see you, c'est pas couvert par la sécurité sociale.
Non, pas du tout.
So that person must have money
Mhm.
parce que c'est pas donné.
Ah, mais c'est pas excessif non plus.
Okay.
No, c'est pas excessif. That's a promise that I made to myself and also to many of my elders. I am not there to break people of their monies. Okay, I have been blessed with many things. I am constantly blessed. I talk about my garden with you, but a lot of the plants in my garden are blessings I didn't put in there. From the time I really put my interest into this thing at 100%, plants just start appearing in my garden as well.
Okay.
How they reach there,
They don't know.
I don't know, but they are gifts. So I promise myself, everybody needs healing. And this is a part that I don't like. Right now, you find a lot of people into the natural medicines, but it's so costly, expensive.
Mhm.
You
Because when you go
understand?
to health store, you're watching.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we come back to the same vicious
Mhm.
circle. You want healing? You want natural healing? So it's the same thing in the medical field. No, it's the same thing in the natural field. No, I'm okay. I have been blessed with many things. I wouldn't say I'm hungry. So yes, I do have bills. Yes, I do have to be able to pay and to support myself and my family. But I don't have to do that when into the pocket. Have you too? So it is not it's not excessive when you come in. All my clients will say the same thing, and a lot of my teachers will do like, "For you know yourself." But
Yeah.
I just see it a certain way. So, for example, I have certain things that I would do, certain sessions, certain therapies is really like base prices.
Okay.
And then if you want, then you add other things. Okay, I know my work as well. I know my work. And a lot of the courses that I did, beaucoup de mes formations, very expensive. The last one, I think I had over 10,000 euros there. Yes, because it wasn't here and it wasn't in Guadeloupe. I had to go to Paris twice. It wasn't covered by anybody. I have to pay for it. So you have to pay for the formation, pay for your airline, pay for your hotel, pay for your food, all of that.
Mhm.
And then the machine, of course, costs close to, I don't say close to the price of a car. It costs the price of a car. So I know my worth. I know how much I invest in myself. So certain things, yes, have a cost, but then the base things like you ain't gonna come by me and I don't charge you a fortune just to tell you take that plant for your so to do there. I didn't put a plant there. That plant come there by itself. So I gonna charge you for a plant for me put it. I really have to water it. No. Maybe I'm gonna charge you for my time. I sit down there and I like to talk. So I'm here a lot of time. And I just give everybody the same energy and just make sure you understand. Because this is my passion. I love what I do.
Okay. So Natasha, when you see people come to you, do the local come to you like, girl, we were waiting for that, and we listen. I don't know how I reach Green Cars, but I was waiting for you And how the local receive you when they come for you.
Well, I have seen it all, and I have seen it all. I have local and others that are very, very, very supportive of me. Like I tell you just now, I have been blessed in so many ways. Many days I was in so I also had the critics that I learned to ignore. I also had those that asked me if I qualified
Okay.
or if I just doing this for doing sake. And of course, who I am, I like to say no, it's just a hobby. I'm not qualified. But every single one of my diploma certificates or anything, I give them to my mom. Those are her. That's her pride and joy. A daughter did that. I don't put nothing. I don't mount nothing on my wall because it's your shoe.
Natasha, we know the island have most cancer, a lot of people getting cancer. Do you have patients like that with cancer coming to see you because they just discover the cancer, they fear to go by the doctor, or they just get some result? Like, do you have patients?
I do have patients like that, and I can say, and like I just tell them, I have my limits. I know my limits. I'm not going to give you false hope, and I'm not going to pretend that I can heal you or this or whatever. Everybody have their own limit. Everybody have to know their place. I can give information. I can guide you on certain things. But when it comes to those kind of chronic diseases, chronic illnesses, you always have to see a doctor. Then after, yes, I can tell you, don't eat this, don't eat that. Take this boost to help boost your immune system. Take this boost to help carry down those white cells. You know, those
Yes.
kind of things. Guide them on that. But to say go put false hope in them, I could cure you. No, I would never do that. And I haven't specialized in chronic diseases either. I choose to, because you can be a naturopath, and you could choose to specialize in what you want to
Okay.
specialize. In my case, I just chose to lean on detoxification because I know the body has the ability to self-heal. God didn't make a mistake when He created us.
Yeah.
The body has the ability to self-heal, but it's suffering so bad from all the bad food, the bad air, the bad water, all the different pollutions, and the way you think. That's one of the biggest pollutants, the way you think. The more you think negative, the more it affects your body. Right? So for me, detoxification is such an important part. And it's not something I invented, and it's not something man invented either. Detoxification is something that the body does naturally. You have organs, five to be exact. The inventory organs have the role of cleansing the body. So you have the liver, the lungs, the skin, the colon, and the kidneys. They have the role of doing that. But they're not functioning. Ils sont ralentis. Ils sont fatigués. So what I just do,
Okay.
stimulate them using ionic detox, stimulate them using tisane, stimulate them using a number of things, and help them do their job. But I ain't doing anything big for them. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's the importance for me to detoxify the body and help it function properly.
We know most of the time what we do it for Christmas. We eat all kind of things. Well, not all kind of things. You know how we in the Caribbean. We eat that. We eat the pudding. We eat all what we're not supposed to eat for Christmas. We full we belly. And the end. Some of us when January start.
I'm telling you.
We want to do detox. And you know, it's that time too because you know the carnival come in, we want get lose weight. Yes. So you as natural, but at what point we supposed to do a detox? Do we do the detox every month or after Christmas? Or
our elders used to detox themselves. They used to say they drinking the coolant and taking a purge. They used to detox themselves every 3 to 4 months.
okay.
No, after Christmas, because I don't eat up all the ham and the
Yes.
pudding and all kind of things. So after Christmas, and that's a New Year resolution, you want this and this. But that time, 3 weeks after, you're back done in the bad habits again. Then after Easter, so you got Carnival Easter. So after Easter, they used to cleanse again. And then for sure, in September, before the children go back to school. So those are the 3 main times the elders used to drink the tisane and then take it. And I continue with the same thing.
Okay.
So at Enzuri, January month for some business will be very slow.
Okay.
January month at Enzuri is bacchanal because everybody want detox, everybody don't finish living their best life in the worst of ways, so
Mhm.
now they want to cleanse. So January month will always be like very, very hectic at end of the year. Right now, I think I have like 70 people or more. 70 something people rotating on detox.
Okay.
Doing different kind of detox. I don't just have one.
Okay.
I have different kind because everybody different.
Yeah.
So everybody can't be on the same thing. So if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, I need to do something different. Some people want to do it strict. Some people want to just do something soft. Some people don't even want to do nothing at all, but they know it's best for them. So I have something for everybody.
Okay.
Qui fait que là, j'ai plusieurs groupes, différents groupes, but everybody doing the thing and everybody happy.
So detox. Anytime these people could come with you and say, well, they must follow the tree.
No. I just know that those 3 times in a year are the main times. So I would have groups where I would put everybody in the same chat and because I just tell them it's not just about cleansing the body. It's just not about detoxing the body, detoxing the mind too, bringing the positivity back into the life. So I just ask them to do a number of things while they're on the detox program. So I just ask them to meditate, I just ask them to exercise, I just ask them to do positive affirmations, a number of things to really show them that, hey, this is the way of life if you want to be healthy.
So if you have a client like this person wants to do detox, this person is not a sport person, how you manage that thing though? How you have your manage this person if she want or he want to do a detox and maybe you need to do sport too? How you manage and this person like sport is not he or she can.
So in that case, those kind of people, I just really say them to at least walk, because know that the lymphatic system is a very, very important system in the body. Your cardiovascular system have a heart, have the pump, that's the heart. But your lymphatic system don't have a pump, so it depends on movement, right? And a number of other things. So if you just sit on there, stagnant from yourself, you ain't moving, of course you're gonna have issues with your organs functioning poorly, you feel low, you gathering water, you're doing all kind of things because your lymphatic system is blocked, it's not functioning. That is asking to at least walk. For those who can walk, who can do it, they can come by me, they can do a plaque vibrant, or they can do couverture chauffante, or they can do a number of other things that, because I don't just want them to do things half. I always find a different solution. And I just have like at least one meetup where we're gonna take a walk together. Because doing it by yourself is difficult.
Yes.
But when you have a little group they're motivating you, you can do it. We had the example last time. We had a lady, she don't walk, and she don't walk back. And we tell her to talk, she said, no, I can't do that. But she finished though, she do it.
Okay.
So our group stayed with her and they stayed there talking until it was finished. And that's what it's about. We have to motivate each other. We have to be there for each other. This is another thing that is touched on often. Society gets so messed up. And a lot of people, you hear people talking about mental illness and all kind of thing, no? It only comes up more and more because we lose that connection, that human connection. Everything now is a phone and a this and a fake. It's all fake.
Yeah.
What is real, we do not see. And we need that. Man need connection, not internet and whatever. You need that human connection. And that is why you see more and more mental illness people. Some people hiding it at home. You gonna message them on the phone. You okay? Yeah. But they right there.
Yeah.
Falling down the place.
That for sure.
But you don't know that.
You don't know that.
You look at the screen.
Yeah. And something you to see because they have some people. It's not everything you can hide it at the day. You have to break down. You have to talk, and when the person starts to talk, we was so hard that time. So that's electronic. We don't have no connection. People don't join together, sit down and
they
talk.
They no longer have time to care, and they don't care to care because everybody on their own vibes. So we get so separated from each other. Yeah, but I find that is one of the main things right now that causes people to just be in this depressive state and this bad. It's because everybody just this phone just mash up people's lives.
could everybody cut that phone? Because something you say like I watching the phone and at the end after 2-3 hours the phone rings. Even though like me, I used to sleep with the phone and mode avion. And I did somebody like if they have an emergency, they call you, what is on take early.
They're gonna come and they're gonna come and they're gonna look for you if
Yeah.
there's an emergency.
Yeah, because like, people don't understand the election when you're sleeping next to your head, all that play something too. All that what you probably don't have in the house,
Exactly.
all that when you see your phone next to your head when you're sleeping. I don't do it, but like all of these things, it play out something.
Why does do for that? Like next to my Wi-Fi box, I have a salt lamp, a Himalayan salt lamp. I also have shami,
Okay.
which is a like a crystal stone, and it absorbs these
Okay.
from the internet box, from the phones and all kind of things. So all of that tools, two sides all of that tools. And yeah, the phone is not only the separation from the real world, it is also that blue light. They are draining your brains. And then some people always complain, I can't sleep, I can't sleep. But how you gonna sleep if you're on the phone for a dream? Before you're ready to sleep, you're supposed to put on that phone 2 hours before so that your brains can reset in order for you to get a peaceful night's rest. People sleeping but they ain't resting. So in the morning when you wake up, you're tired. You sleep but you ain't rest.
So Natasha is 7 party. On va faire un petit français?
Oh, bien sûr.
On va faire un petit français comme ça, les Français de Paris qui aiment bien nos dîners, ils vont venir là. Donc ce soir, je reçois Madame Natacha Lek, qui est praticienne naturopathe, avec un du praticienne, elle sait ce qu'elle fait. Et à quel moment qu'on va avoir un naturopathe? Parce que des fois, on a des herbes autour de chez nous, on a des plantes autour de chez nous, parce que des fois, on a l'herbe, on se dit, ah, mais c'est l'herbe pour le lapin. L'herbe pour le lapin, ça sert à quelque chose. Et chaque plante sur la terre a sa signification, a son importance. Donc, ce soir, je la reçois en tant que naturopathe. Donc, Natacha, à quel moment on va avoir une naturopathe? Est-ce que c'est un moment où on se sent, on n'est pas bien, où on se dit, bon, pendant les fêtes, j'ai bu trop de champagne, j'ai un petit ventre, je vais aller faire un petit régime et pouvoir aller voir Natacha à Goncalves pour essayer de voir est-ce qu'on peut descendre le petit ventre avec un naturopathe en détox?
Donc, bonsoir tout le monde. Bonsoir, je m'appelle Natacha, je suis naturopathe. Pourquoi je précise? Car j'essaie, comme beaucoup de faire en que j'ai fait une étude, mais j'essaie de mon mieux d'utiliser les plantes que nous trouvons ici, les plantes médicinales qu'on trouve à Saint-Martin et aux Antilles. Donc, c'est pour cela que je deviens naturopathe. Et j'essaie de mon mieux aussi de suivre les pas de mes ancêtres, donc utiliser beaucoup de pratiques ancestrales. Voilà. Quand est-ce qu'on voit le naturopathe? Donc, le naturopathe, c'est lorsqu'on veut faire des choses plus douces, plus naturelles, la médecine alternative, la médecine douce. D'accord? Ce n'est pas la médecine allopathique où tu vas avoir un médecin et qui te prescrit, disons, un antalgique, tu vois ça, c'est bon, c'est fini. La naturopathe, elle est là, elle cherche la cause. C'est quoi la cause de cette maladie? Souvent, on dit mal a dit, nous disons le mal a dit. Donc, ton corps te parle. On entend murmurer, puis il commence à crier et on se retrouve avec une maladie. Mais ton corps te dit, ben voilà, je me sens pas bien, freine-toi un peu, arrête de manger si gras, et nous écoutons jamais. Donc, la naturopathe est là pour trouver quelle est la cause de ce mal-être et bien sûr de guider la personne. Donc, nous ne sommes pas juste là dans la guérison, mais aussi dans la prévention, plus dans la prévention et aussi dans l'éducation. Parce que vous n'allez pas venir chez moi pendant 2 mois et après, 3e mois, je vous pose la question, et cette plante, c'est pourquoi? Et vous pouvez pas me répondre. Je suis là, il faut apprendre comment se guérir soi-même, l'auto-guérison, nous apprenons ceci. Donc voilà, et, la naturopathe, c'est lorsqu'on peut faire les choses naturellement, trouver l'équilibre corps, le mental et l'âme, et voilà.
Aujourd'hui, quel est le rôle d'un naturopathe par rapport à un médecin? Parce que plusieurs fois que tu as dit que tu n'es pas médecin,
non.
Et quel est ton rôle face à un médecin qui prescrit des médicaments, qui a son patient qui est diabétique, et il y a des choses à rééquilibrer naturellement? Quel est ton rôle face à ce médecin-là?
Donc, je ne suis pas médecin, je ne le prétends jamais être médecin. Je ne travaille pas contre le médecin, je ne fais pas contre ce que lui dit, mais au plus important, je travaille en parallèle, donc avec le médecin. J'ai plusieurs médecins avec qui je travaille, des médecins qui me font confiance. Parfois, ils ont un patient devant eux, ils ont un pré-diabète, ils ont besoin juste d'un rééquilibrage, de conseils, d'hygiène de vie. Au lieu de leur mettre sur la metformine ou un traitement quelconque, ils disent, ben, voilà, vous allez voir telle et telle personne, elle pourra vous aider. Après, si, après 3 mois, ça n'a pas fonctionné, la personne n'est pas disciplinée, là, après, on met autre chose en place. Mais je ne suis pas là du tout pour travailler contre ce que le médecin dit. Pas du tout.
Alors, on sait que naturopathiquement, dans sa place pour tous ceux qui mangent bio. Est-ce que
Est-ce que ça existe bio?
Bon, alors justement, parce que comme tu es naturopathe, tu vas me dire, parce que des fois on dit, il faut mieux manger bio. Après, des fois, les choses qu'on dit qui est bio, on trouve comment ils ont été plantés, comment ils ont été poussés. Comment toi, en tant que naturopathe?
Pour moi, bio, c'est ce qui sort de mon jardin.
Ok.
Ça sort de mon jardin. J'ai vu, je sais ce que j'ai mis dessus, c'est bio. Voilà. Mais après, ce qu'on retrouve dans les surfaces, ils disent bio, mais je ne sais pas si c'est 100% bio. Voilà. Donc, ça sort de mon jardin à une autre bio.
Donc, dans ton cabinet, qu'est-ce que tu fais exactement en tant que naturopathe? Est-ce que...
Donc, dans mon centre de bien-être, la naturopathie, il y a plusieurs types. Donc, psychologie, chose que j'étais obligée de faire pendant la formation que je n'aime pas du tout et que j'envoie voir des collègues. Voilà. La nutrition, chose très importante. Nous sommes ce que nous mangeons. La nutrition est la plus importante. Tout ce qui est activité physique, tout ce qui est technique manuelle, réflexologie, hydrothérapie. J'utilise plusieurs disciplines, plusieurs techniques afin d'aider la personne à trouver les. Donc, vous pouvez venir chez moi, je peux soit vous aider avec un rééquilibrage alimentaire, faire d'autres conseils, ou faire des soins tels que les bains de pieds uniques, des bains, le sauna, leur chauffant, le massage relaxant, et bien sûr, l'hydrothérapie.
C'est pas l'hydrothérapie.
Donc, l'hydrothérapie du côlon est un soin d'hygiène qui consiste à instiller de l'eau dans le côlon, de masser, d'aider à enlever tous les impuretés, à décoller tous les impuretés des parois intestinales et de faire redescendre. Voilà.
Et c'est douloureux ça ou ça marche?
Pas du tout.
Okay.
C'est pas du tout douloureux.
Parce qu'on voit des choses, on nous dit c'est douloureux, mais après, toi, en tant que naturopathe, est-ce que les résultats, parce que quelqu'un qui va venir va dire, bon, je vais faire ça pour perdre des kilos. Bon, c'est comme si.
C'est pas magique. C'est comme je dis à mes clients, je ne suis pas médecin et je ne suis pas magicienne. Voilà. C'est pas magique. Il faut toujours mettre ça en son grain. Il faut toujours faire du travail. C'est personnel. Donc, je ne suis pas là derrière mon bureau en train de secouer les plantes. Oh, let's go, c'est guérir. Non, du tout. Tu as ton travail à faire.
Donc, Natacha, en tant que naturopathe, quelles sont, on va dire, 3 plantes que quelqu'un devrait avoir dans leur jardin ou devrait planter en cas s'il a juste mal à la tête ou je ne sais pas. Pour toi, en tant que naturopathe, quelles sont les 3 principes ou les 5 plantes que un Saint-Martinois, quelqu'un qui a un jardin devrait avoir dans son jardin?
Alors, l'aloe vera. L'aloe vera parce que probiotique naturel, émollient, très bon pour la peau, pour hydrater la peau, mais aussi en cas de brûlure. Laxatif.
Pourquoi en temps de brûlure? Parce que quand tu vois, tu es déjà en Martinique, tu as vu à l'aéroport de Martinique, il y a beaucoup d'aloe. Pourquoi ils ont mis ça? Je l'ai appris la semaine dernière aussi, mais pourquoi ils ont mis tout ça d'aloe? D'après toi?
Je ne sais pas. En Martinique, je ne sais pas pourquoi ils ont mis autant d'aloe.
Eh ben, si en cas il y a un crash d'avion, l'aloe sert à mettre sous les brûlures en attendant
que les gens, que les pompiers arrivent. Je sais que on peut le consommer en interne, on peut l'utiliser en externe. Dans les bains, mais dans tout. L'aloe est une des plantes qui figure dans la Bible, qu'on peut mettre en Afrique, qu'ils utilisaient, mais constamment. Une des plantes qui figure dans la Bible. Donc, l'aloe, ça fait sûr et certain. L'atumo, comme ça vient. Tumo, pour tout le monde.
Parce que les gens peut-être connaissent pas ça, ça fait une fleur rose.
Oh, je dis,
C'est bon, on voit ça entrer après les
on
fêtes.
le voit, enfin, on le trouve plutôt sur la Guadeloupe et la Martinique. J'en ai ici parce que je l'ai ramené.
Moi, j'en ai beaucoup.
Oui. Donc, l'atumo, l'aloe, et parce que nous mangeons très salé ici, je dirais grenade à feuilles. Les grenades à feuilles, c'est pas seulement pour la tension, c'est pour le foie. Tout ce qui est amer est très bon pour le foie.
Des fois, on n'aime pas ça.
Non, pas du tout. Je me souviens au temps de Covid, je l'ai pas eu. Et puis, ma famille qui me disait, de toutes les façons, tu es tellement amer, tu es tout le temps en train de boire des trucs amers, donc rien ne te colle dessus.
Covid, c'était, moi, je sais que Covid, c'est moi, c'est que les trucs jusqu'à maintenant, que les trucs amers, donc, moi.
Plus le foie fonctionne bien, moins on a de chance de attraper le foie. Ouais.
Donc, ce sont les points qu'il faudrait avoir dans.
Et le grenade à feuille, c'est pas quelque chose qu'on fait en fait.
Ça pousse partout.
C'est partout. Il y a une autre qu'on appelle le mal nommé, le chickweed.
Ça pousse partout.
C'est pour la dengue, c'est pour le zika, le chikungunya et.
So, guys, I have Mrs. Blake in the house with me, so we were trying to give some friendship, so some people could understand the point nous parlons. So, she's a native of a green card. Comment on appelle ta Will encore?
They don't change name. How much time? Donc là, pour l'instant, c'est Impact de Lombi. They ain't change it back yet.
So next time you're going to come?
Well, it was Wilkes and now it's Lombi. So maybe next year is Lobster. But for now, they on Lombi.
Then Lombi. So you could find your Rue Lombi. You cannot miss this centre de bien-être because it's the only yard, the décoration, il est just in the room. So you can listen when you go down really Lombi on your left, you cannot miss. You cannot. It's just like I think if she had more space, that would be Jardin they did. I think I need to you want.
Exactly, and you only see the front. You have the size, and I just look at it and I be like, oh, you want to stand there? Because I just love my plants.
Okay.
And the more come, the more I can keep them. I know. For example, lately I had a plant up here by my it was looking weird because I never seen it before. It had a pink flower on it. I was like, why is this again? I never, when my jardinier come, I tell him, don't touch that. Because it has to be something good. Ask him, you know it? He said, but my jardinier always tell me, you always keeping all kind of garbage in the place, saying it to go, like that. The car cut on and you say it to go. But everything is good for me. So, I see now it up here by my office.
Okay.
And one of the big pots. I'm like, you see what I say? I know it have to be for something. I think it's months after, while scrolling through one of my favorite pages on Instagram or Facebook. I make up the plants on one of the African page explaining plants from Africa. And in fact, it's for poison. Like if you get food poison or somebody poison you, you drink it. You see that? And I check and I have to find the name. You know, up to now, I ain't find the name. The name, I'll say down at the local name, up to now, I find. So, but I have to visualize that plant because I never see it nowhere else.
Yeah, because something you have can just pump up in that pot, like.
And it's, I, and the elders, let me tell you, I always hear my grandmother say, when you see a plant up here in your yard like that, you plant it, look how you're going to need it. Always.
Because let me give you a little joke. The other time I was looking for cocaine like crazy. I went back, I had to buy the book. I said, wow, I see that on horses, I can't get it. And that day, I watch, I see the thing, ocean, and after it disappeared.
Maybe you're asking the wrong name. You ask some for cocaine.
After,
you ask some for stone bush.
You see, after a time, a friend brings some for me from Canada. And listen, from them, cocaine pushed all over. You see? And I was like, something you're looking for something, and I didn't only want you. From the time my friend give me this branch, I could make like 3 months. I don't see it. And after you just see a pack.
It has come up when you need it. And like for example, you see when dengue come out, you see a bunch of chickweed all over the place. It's natural. You know, you know, when you're working with plants, it has also the mystic side to it.
Yeah.
The elders know a lot about those things. I see home by me, a bunch of elders grow up all over the place. I didn't put it in. But the purple version, because you have different
Yes.
kinds.
The
But
purple.
one is more for the skin and for diabetes, and one is very rich in iron and very rich in other minerals to build the body. And is the purple one just spring up all over the yard? I was like, what is we know? I think 3 months after I take a blood test and I was a bit anemic.
Yeah.
I said, oh, that was for me. Okay, no problem. So you see?
Yeah, because you have plant like cement contract. I don't like at time I don't from a woman from Colombia to get bush from up. And she said, yeah, that go to tea. I said that go for tea. I said, woman, you see how that's smelling you?
It smells like turpentine.
Okay.
But
And listen,
it's very good for tea.
when I do tea with it, I said, a lot of money. That's a tea.
So he says cement contract. So cement contract is why it's called it in Guadeloupe and Martinique, also in Saint Lucia. But cement contract for here for us is one bush.
Yeah, one bush.
And one bush, you don't just take it anytime. You just take it 3 days before the full moon and 3 days after. So 7 days in total. Why? You don't know why?
No, I don't know.
It's for the worms.
Yeah.
It's to kill worms and But what happens? Around the full moon, your body does produce more serotonin. Right? And this serotonin is what the worms is used to reproduce. So they're gonna come out more. So that's why 3 days before the full moon, you start taking it small contract, so that when they come out to play, you poison them good into all, and then you continue to take it 2 days after the full moon. Et bien sûr, tu termines avec un polish. Because you don't kill them and leave them in India.
No, they have to come out.
When a person dies, you bury them. Come in. So, very important. You take tisane, you have to take a purge at the end. Because you will leave the toxin in there, there's one in one. No, you have to flush them out. That's why a lot of people are so gentle tisane, and then their skin was break out because they didn't take a laxative. A purge. Because there's a difference between the purge and the laxative. Right? So, very important when you're taking your warm bush, your warm grass, you take a purge at the end.
That should be before we go, St. George bushes, because we see other islands promoting that a lot for women and them. We could tell us about
Okay, so St. John's bush that you just call in one of the attention because it's very good for pressure too, and it's very good for injury. So it's very good. Je t'explique pourquoi c'est for estrogen. So it's very good for women. Men could drink it too, but very good for women. Very good for women who suffer with period pain.
Yes.
Very with period pain, but it's also good for people with fibroids.
Yes.
It does help cool them into believing you going into the menopause, and it shrinks them and gets rid of them. Besides, they have many other. That's a bush too. When you infuse it, because you're not supposed to boil bush. I'm sick of saying it. You're not supposed to boil bush. You can boil roots, or you could boil the bark, but you're not supposed to boil bush. You're supposed
to have the confusion. Some people say boil, and somebody just to water in it. But what
you have to do, you could do a macera à froid, donc extraction des phytochemicals, extraction of the phytochemicals through cold water, or you have to do an infusion. Infusion is only water. Infusion can be oil, water, spirits.
Okay.
To do a tincture, which is with spirits, you could warm it, you could do a benari, whatever, it will pull those phytochemicals from the plant. A leaf, a flower is already fragile. You put it to boil, you're breaking down those phytochemicals. The roots you just boil because it's tougher, So the roots you just boil, the bark you just boil, the seeds you just boil, for example, or anise and all of those things. But the leaf, especially with green, if you boil it, you're killing it. Same way when you do your infusion, you do your tisane, you boil the water, you put in the plant for about 30 minutes, you take them out. You don't leave them in there soaking until the next day. No.
So what's the difference if you leave it? So you hot water, you put the leaf and you put it in your cup and you drink it. What's the
you drink it one time?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna take 30 minutes to drink
It's not possible to like so.
No, it's how I like to drink the bush tea. Well, I just boil a cup of water, and time I pass, from the entrance of my house, bend the corner, I don't take how much different leaf and put down in a cup
Okay.
and then give it a little 5 minutes and I drink it. And I said sometimes I tell myself, I'm going in the pharmacy, come back. Right in the back I is picking bush. And then I come back and I go, hey, do this. They're like, where you come from with this? I went to the pharmacy.
Yeah. So, Natasha, at the time, what time you open, how to catch you and your centre de bien-être, les horaires, comment, how people can contact you. You know, Carnival start, but you know, after Carnival, before Carnival, before you go to the maybe you want
They're going to need an after fed keynote.
After
They're gonna have,
detox.
and you know, it actually exists at Enzuri, the
Okay.
after fed program.
Okay.
And where it is to target the liver. Because you know, when you drink is the liver, when you eat a lot of oily food and a lot of sweet foods is the liver. So the after fed program is basically using a lot of plants and a lot of foods. So you have garlic, you have citrus, you have asparagus, artichoke, those kind of things that are very good for liver. And plants I just use cassia alata. Cassia alata is rich. The king of the forest.
Yes, that's the
So
king.
you know, cassia alata, the leaf itself is superb for the liver. You have a fatty liver, you do a 21-day period, good to go. And the flour, of course, is a laxative at the end. What is here? Real bad. Run for your money.
I used to go pick up because when you drink the tea, for those who never drink that tea, like it, when you start to drink it, you drink, continue drinking it. So I used to pick up leaf. You know what I do? With the roots go so fast. I just put a piece. Now I have a tree in my yard. So everything I use everything I go French quarter is to get. No, I don't need to go French quarter in my yard. I just pick it up.
It's nice. And you know something what we have here a lot in St. Martin, and you know hardly see anymore is cankerberry. Cankerberry, and that's something, you know, with a red little fruit.
Yes.
Looks like a berry. You know, in Jamaica, that's the #1 cure for a lot of female ailments. But we just hardly find it here anymore.
Last week is actually somewhere. But after you know, before you used to see a lot. But no, you know.
And then another thing that we just hardly find is shino. First, you used to hear a lot of our people talking about shino, and you just hardly find it now. And that is one of the main things if you want to cleanse your body. Shino is the way to go.
You have that in your garden?
I have it, but I just cherish it because when to go to Guyana.
Yeah, you have some plants when they go on.
You know, dry season tea, you know more. And you know, I went to l'Herboristerie du Palais in Paris, and they had dry shino in it. Where they get it from, I don't know. But I buy dry shino in Paris.
How much you put that?
And l'Herboristerie.
Money, So I think we need government to need to, you know, Guadeloupe have some government, commune, pour le projet de jardin créole, the backyard, the porch, you know.
When I do my formation, the hydrothérapeute du Coulon, it was in Pont de Charenton, something like that in Paris. And I was shocked. I take so much of videos and so much of pictures. Les zones vertes, you know, on a trottoir, they don't have like green zones.
Yeah.
You know, each green zone, they allocate to a different association. And you know what was planned in these green zones? Rien de ornemental, hein? Aromates, fraises, que des trucs qu'on peut boire ou manger.
But again, what you're saying is the same thing with the Doha commercial tonight. Like tea and Margot.
Yes.
She just had.
Là, c'est chez Watate.
Yeah, Watate. You see what she do next to shop? And I said, like, if each shop in Margot could do that.
Listen, I was impressed to see Paris, a big city in Paris. Every single little zone there was that. They exchange ornamental plants and put that. So how we in St. Martin, where we supposed to be on our plant, still here planting palm trees.
Well, listen, you see what we need to go for this and that. The food, you see what they plant?
Haven't been there in a while.
Lemon grass.
You see that?
The whole front mail.
Citronelle.
Citronelle. I was like, listen, you know, I said, I fighting from up citronelle to push in my yard. Look, and I come back, I take a piece. Now I got 2 trees I give him.
So how come we still here planting palm trees and ornamental
and
plants?
we cutting them. That's the thing.
And we cutting down. I see lately they cut down grape trees. You know how good grape is for your heart?
I thought about last
You know how good the almond is for your heart? And not only the fruit, but also the leaf.
When you got headache,
So how we reach to that in St. Martin that we planting palm trees. Push come to shove, like how we just say here in the Caribbean, in a shake of the fan, you're going to eat a palm tree,
COVID we have seen.
but a palm tree can't do nothing for
COVID
you.
we have seen shut down.
So how we still planting palm trees? In all other Caribbean islands, you're planting, you're just seeing pure food trees.
Yeah.
But here in St. Martin, we love a palm tree.
Yeah.
And what do you call that here? What they say is we local plant. What the reserve natural plant all over the place here.
Which one?
I can't remember. That's what they put on the beach all over. I can't remember called tea my plant.
Anyway, the 2%, the reserve only the reserve for them. So Natasha, how people could get you to get the centre de bien-être?
So Enzo is open by appointment.
Okay.
Call, you make an appointment. I am on Facebook, I am on Instagram, and you can reach me at 0690 30 1866.
Voilà. But so those who will listen, I had Mrs. Lake Natasha, naturopath. So whatever you want clean,
I always say that.
whatever you want clean, call her, contact her. For the moment, Rue de Lambi. Rue de Lambi is when you reach facing the fellow to sell the juice in the bottle. You just bust up in the corner of your, you're going for it. And you ain't gonna be so in your left, you're gonna see Jardin des Den. I never seen the back end, but in front, you're like, yo, that person must know what she doing when you watch in front. So guys, don't forget all the bush you have in the yard.
Cherish them.
Okay.
Cherish them. And if you don't want to cherish them, let me cherish them for you.
Listen, before
I never have enough
before
bush.
you call it for. Because you have some maybe I don't have. So guys, I had Natasha with me today. We talk about maybe I might bring her up back after Carnival so she could tell you guys how to do the detox. If they don't know bushes too, if they don't know bushes, because you know sometimes we have the bushes and we yard, we don't know where it is. So me, from the thing I go somewhere, and the thing you know something, I got a walk, it'll be all along. And it'll be all along. So when I all along, elder tell me listen, or some colleague will tell me listen, that good for that. I don't make sure I get a piece, I bring home, and at the end of the day, that's why my yard looking like a Zion now because I have everything.
Everybody got new point. If I don't have space by me, I start it by you. And I know where I could find it. I have an inventaire. This person have this.
Yeah.
And this. My clients tell me they have this, this, this. So I know when I look into something, like that's who to call.
So I don't have nothing. So, so folks, normally after me supposed to have the old man. So how I always tell you guys, be careful. Is Carnival season, and if you're driving,
Yes, be careful of the drink.
safe the drink. If you see a good clubbing, drink
Enjoy
water.
yourself responsibly.
Drink water. Or if you see you start to see people in double, if you have people that tell you they jump, you start to see people double.
Wow.
Call a taxi. Call a taxi. You have Raymond, you have Mr. Lawrence from not Rambo, Saint-Louis. Almost Saint-Louis fellas almost leaving this morning, but she them. Saint-Louis, you have taxi, Mr. Lawrence taxi, you have the president, Monsieur Richardson, all the taxis fellas there for that. Call them so you could be safe home. We don't want to go to no funeral after Carnival.
Just want to enjoy yourself.
Yes, and
responsibly.
don't forget tomorrow, Big Bacchanal starting at Agreement Runabout.
Yes, I can't wait.
So you Carnival go?
No, but I like to attend.
Oh, I know you like to attend. I expect you was jamming.
But just that it's culturanza and it's our culture, you know, our culture on display. I just love that. I love that.
We have nice thing coming up tomorrow night. So be safe. Parade tomorrow night for those who coming up. Come up and support. At 6. Come up and support. And for those who drive in, ne vous fâchez pas parce que les agriculteurs métropolitains font pire que nous. Donc, nous, c'est notre culture. C'est agriculteur c'est notre culture. Il faut être avec nous, il faut être patient. Et il n'y a pas de carnaval comme le carnaval de Saint-Martin. Sweet and sharp. And we go after we go to other carnival. So, soyez patient. Et pour ceux qui viennent d'arriver à Saint-Martin, bienvenue à Saint-Martin et respectez les Saint-Martinois. So, guys, be safe. Normally, backbone. I don't know if the bridge up, but normally supposed to have backbone after.
Thank you for listening.
So, bye.
Thank you for inviting me.
See you soon.
Yes, see you soon.
Bye bye.
Tóxico, Study Truck.
Ay, Toxic Row, la máquina de cotorra. Ajá, con R.E.C.
Another worldwide. Saint Martin, Saint Lucia, Grenada, Dominica, Guadada, Madinina, Trinidad. What me tell you, say? Let me see you right now in the air. Swing it round like you want fly away. 1, 2, daggering, 3, 4, daggering, 5, 6, daggering, 7, 8, 9. La 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. This is get the color now. Tell your bump up and a ras. First class, color now. See your body fat like dumpling. Bang in a hand and a spin and a spin. Up and like a book, 100,000 Hey, we're gonna do something special right now. Let me see your right. 1, 2, 3, go. La 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Hey, Kilowa, everybody say kalala. Esa es la actitud, you know how we do. DJ play the music, apaga la luz. This is coming through con la gente de verdad. Es Cruz San Martín, Santo Domingo. Vacilando en la calle todos los domingos. Tele y casino, jugando bingo. 1.
Let me see your ride. 2. Swing it round and round. 3. Back it up and down. 2. It's a murder.
Boom. A ella le gusta como el bajo suena boom. Bring me some whiskey, mezcla boom. Tú lo sabes que eso es bueno. Sé que a ti te gusta como bailan los morenos. Quiere mi veneno, no le para nada, tengo lo que estoy lleno. Andamos en un carro, pero no tenemos freno.